Picture this. Thousands of soldiers standing in silence. The air heavy with smoke. A battlefield where victory seemed impossible. And yet, out of the chaos, the course of America's future was decided. What if I told you the revolution wasn't just shaped by leaders and speeches, but by ghostly battles where defeat and victory danced on a knife's edge? Let's uncover the battles that changed everything. It was April 1775. British troops marched out of Boston. Their mission? Seize colonial weapons. But waiting for them were farmers, blacksmiths, ordinary people with muskets. The first shots rang out at Lexington. No one knows who fired first, but in that moment, the revolution began. The British pushed on to Concord, and there, colonial militias struck back. The mighty British Army retreated. The world's most powerful empire had just been rattled by local militias. A ghost of resistance had awakened. 2 months later, the British tried to crush the rebellion at Bunker Hill. They attacked again and again. The colonists, low on gunpowder. Their command? Don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes. When the smoke cleared, the hill belonged to the British. But the cost was staggering. Over 1,000 of their soldiers dead or wounded. The colonists lost the ground, but won a new belief. They could stand against the empire. Bunker Hill became a ghostly reminder. Victory didn't always mean holding the field. By late 1776, the revolution was collapsing. Washington's army was freezing, starving, and deserting. Morale was gone. But then came a bold plan. On Christmas night, Washington crossed the icy Delaware River. His men trudged through snow and storms. At dawn, they struck. The Hessian forces, professional soldiers hired by the British, were caught off guard. Trenton was a small battle, but its impact was massive. It proved the revolution wasn't dead, and Washington wasn't finished yet. The British launched a campaign to cut the colonies in half. If they controlled New York, they believed the rebellion would collapse. But at Saratoga, everything changed. American forces, led by Horatio Gates and Benedict Arnold, trapped the British. After fierce fighting, the British surrendered. The news shocked the world. For the first time, an American victory seemed real, and France took notice. They joined the fight. Without Saratoga, there might never have been French ships, French guns, or French money. No allies, no revolution. This wasn't a battle, it was worse. Winter, 1777, Valley Forge. Thousands of soldiers huddled in freezing huts. No shoes, little food, disease spreading. It should have broken them. Instead, it forged them. Thanks to Baron von Steuben, a Prussian officer, the ragged army learned discipline. By spring, the ghostly survivors marched out stronger than ever. Valley Forge wasn't a victory on a map. It was proof the revolution could endure the darkest night. After years of blood, the war reached its climax. British General Cornwallis fortified Yorktown, Virginia. He thought he was safe. But Washington, with French allies, closed in. French ships blocked the sea. American and French troops trapped the land. For weeks, cannons thundered. The British were surrounded, hopeless. On October 19th, Cornwallis surrendered. The revolution was won. Yorktown became the ghostly end of an empire's rule over America. Lexington, Bunker Hill, Trenton, Saratoga, Valley Forge, Yorktown. Each battle left ghosts behind, not just soldiers, but moments where history could have turned another way. If Trenton had failed, if France had never joined, if Valley Forge had broken the army, America might never have been born. The revolution wasn't inevitable. It was fragile. It lived and died on battlefields where ordinary people carried extraordinary burdens. So the next time you hear about America's birth, remember, it wasn't just signed in Philadelphia. It was fought in mud, in snow, and in fire. The ghosts of the revolution remind us, freedom isn't won once. It's fought for, again and again. And this story isn't over, because in the next episode, we're uncovering something far darker. The secret societies that moved in the shadows of the revolution. Were they patriots or puppet masters pulling the strings? You won't want to miss it. This is Dusk and Times, because history is never just history.